Good afternoon all the ladies and gentlemen present here. I, Chitrang Chaudhary, would like to present before you the topic of rise of multipolar world order. First of all, let us understand what does this term multipolar mean. Before that, we would like to dive into the concept of polarity. What does polarity mean? Polarity means that an entity dominating a political spectrum. If it is dominated by a single entity, it is known as a unipolar. If it is dominated by two entities, we can consider it bipolar. But in a political spectrum which is dominated by multiple entities with multiple power centers, we can consider that as a multipolar political spectrum, or in this case a multipolar world. Now, talking about the history, what has been the history of the world, or what has been the political spectrum of the world? So after the World War II, we have seen that we have had two superpowers, one being the United States of America and second being the USSR. So as a result, we can see that after the World War II, we had a bipolar world. As a result, we had the world divided into two world orders. So what was the problem with this? The problem with this world order was we had huge competition. I mean, we had problems like we had the space race to such an extent that scientists were tortured in order to give new ideas. Why? To develop their nations, to make their nations as a number one. We had armaments. We have high race of armaments so that to encounter the threats which have been persist by the opposing countries. After the disintegration of Soviet Union, we can see that we had only a sole superpower, that was the United States of America. After the disintegration of Soviet Union, the problem persists that we had a unipolar world. In unipolar world, we can see that the United States act like it was the sole superpower, it was the king of the world. We have seen bullying cases of United States. I mean, we can take the simple example of today's world. If Russia attacks Ukraine, it is breaking of the international order. But if United States attacks Iran, if United States attacks Syria, if attacks Iraq, it is establishment of democracy, right? Because US has the superpower, US has the resources, US has the influence. So that as a result, we have to step forward for creating of a multipolar world. In conclusion, in my opinion, I would like to state that multiple power centers could give rise to a better international world order. As we have multiple power centers, therefore we could have a fair and easy to understand a world order. Thank you.